finally found some time to work on the motor. I got it in my garage. The weather's turned cold, so this is going to be my project for the next little while. I am not positive what motor this is, so I'm going to give it a walk around or a slide around. We're going to see if we can figure out what kind of motor this is and what components I have. I know it was just thrown on the Dune Buggy and was never ran on the Dune Buggy, but from what I understand, this came from a wrecked motorcycle. It was a Suzuki. I know that because it says Suzuki on it. I believe it's a 650S or SE. I do have the serial number, but I also have all the parts. We're going to kind of string it out and see what I have here so we can put it all together and figure out how it's going to fit on the Dune Buggy. So serial number is right down here, P407 11 something. Hopefully that'll give me an idea what it is. See, it is a Suzuki. The single cylinder with 2 spark plugs. I don't know how that works, if they both fire or just one does. The carburetor I'm going to pull off and soak. Reason being, it did have a hornet's nest right here. And the slide works, so I'm hoping it's other than it's just dirty and who knows what else. I'm hoping it's still a good carb. Here is my pile of stuff from the original bike. I got blinkers, switches, all sorts of stuff, battery, housing. I did hook the battery up here, and the wiring, something's amiss, probably because it wasn't in neutral. I don't know, but what else we got here? I don't want to spin it around really because I got it on a block and a pipe to kind of make it level somewhat. It does have its filter release there for the oil. And I did find out what this is. That goes to the oil cooler, which I do have in a bucket of parts. So I'm going to start stringing things out and let's take a look at where things fit. So if you've watched my channel from the start, you'll see I've used this before. It's carburetor parts cleaner. You just soak them. It has a parts basket inside it, and it comes out really good. This is getting pretty used. There's a lot of dirt and gunk in there. I'm still going to use it one more time, and then I will probably get rid of this and find a new one. And my problem is that's going to fit the bowl in here. I'm going to put that in there too. But the carburetor itself, well, we know those float. In my other bike, in the Hodaka that I restored, try that, light's bright. In the Hodaka I restored, it had a metal bowl, but that was in 1968. This is somewhat newer. I'm just going to dump this whole thing in there. Hopefully it fits the whole thing. Aha! That's a problem. That needs to be in there. Let me turn it a little bit. There we go. Now, if memory serves, I'm just going to let that sit Today is Saturday night. I'm going to just let this soak probably till Monday sometime. Probably come out here on my lunch break, take it out. It will have some like gross slimy stuff on it. Just hit it with some brake cleaner, it'll clean it off, and then wipe it off and we'll be good to go on the carburetor. Okay, I have the oil cooler here on the front. Here's the connection to the motor. I'm certain it's missing some sort of gasket here. And this will just bolt to the frame somehow and then cycles the oil back up to the top. So I figured out that and that. I think really our main components are figure out these. I'm going to have to extend a lot of the cabling. Hopefully I don't have to, put extensions on all of them. Hopefully I can mount the battery somewhere close. No idea. I don't know what the bike looked like. I don't know what bike this came off of. But I'm sure we can figure something out. So let's see what we can figure out here. There's two things that I haven't figured out. I am curious, since I figured everything out, I have everything hooked up, I'm going to see if I can jump it. It's not going to start. There's no carburetor on it. I know the starter's good. Okay, of course it's not going to start, but I want to see if it'll turn over, see if all the electronics are working. So let me go grab my little jump starter. Let's see what we get. So I have this little Tack Life jump starter and basically battery charger or whatnot. This thing, I love it. I have an old riding lawnmower. I use this to start it up every time I use it. It's just fantastic and so easy. And it was cheaper than buying a new battery. So let's hook this up, see if it works. Now the battery hooked up. Got my hot. Let's turn the key. Maybe. Come on. There you go. Oh, looks like we're in neutral. Started over here. Oh, my battery turned off because I wasn't doing anything. Click it again. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. In neutral. Turn around. Oh, it is on. Push the start key. Nothing. We got nothing. Bring the thunder. No thunder. Zero thunder. Safety switch. Start. Nothing. Safety switch. Start. Nothing. I don't hear a click. All right, kind of disappointed. I got all the electronics figured out. There's basically 2 wires plus a wire clip. Basically 4, maybe 6 wires. I can't figure out where they go. I don't have the components. And I'm really bummed because I was hoping once I hooked that battery, had all the electronics hooked up the battery, it'd be able to rock and roll. As far as I could, it would turn over with the key and with the start button. That's a bummer. I was hoping that would work. I don't have the coil hooked up. Maybe that needs to be grounded. I didn't hear the starter relay click. Usually it'll click when you're ready to go. I didn't hear that. So it could be a bad starter relay. I guess I could jumper it, see if that works. Anyways, really bummed. I got to find out what motor this is, what bike it comes off of, because I'd love to get some wiring diagrams and I could trace everything out and know for sure that everything has continuity, everything looks good. Because I could have some just really bad terminals that are dirty and all the electronic systems not working properly. I could also have a bad CPU unit and another unit that I have no idea what they are. Number of things that could still be bad, and that's why it's not kicking over and it's not hooked up. But stick around. Let's get this motor running. Follow along. This is going to be fun. I'm super stoked about this project. Winter is coming. I'm not going to have videos every week. I have a real life. This is my fun life. And I'm glad you're joining. I'm glad you stick around to see what I'm doing. I'm just having fun trying to learn a few things, and hopefully you can learn a few things along the way. So stick around. Let's get this Dune Buggy. Let's get this Dune Buggy rocking and rolling. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe below. See ya.